Alex Volkanovski stands as the epitome of a fighter. But what makes him stand out? Is it his unmatched talent or something more? It turns out that Alex Volkanovski's greatness goes beyond raw talent. He's not just one of the best, he might just be the best fighter out there. After a stunning third-round victory against Yair Rodriguez at UFC 290, Volkanovski did not bask in the glory for long. Within minutes, he was already talking about returning to practice and improving further. What drives this relentless dedication? What's the secret behind his consistent success? Let's dive into the world of Alex Volkanovski to uncover what makes him such a remarkable fighter. The incredible journey of Alex Volkanovski in UFC. On November 26, 2016, something amazing happened in the world of UFC. This very strong fighter, Alex Volkanovski from Australia, stepped into the octagon. This was the beginning of his journey in the sport, and it would turn out to be something truly special. Then, December 14, 2019 was really an important day for Volkanovski. He faced a legendary fighter named Max Holloway. It was not just a regular fight. It was a big test of Volkanovski's determination and skills. He had won an impressive 13 fights in a row before this, showing everyone how good he was in the octagon. Now, let's take a closer look at each of these moments. We will describe them in a way that paints a clear picture of what happened and how Volkanovski used his skills to win. UFC 245. Volkanovski versus Holloway 1. A battle for the ages. The fight between Alex Volkanovski and Max Holloway was a really important moment in Volkanovski's career. In that night, the stage was set for a clash of titans.
Well landed for Holloway.
By Volkanovski. There's another good low kick.
Alexander Volkanovski and Max Holloway stepped into the octagon at UFC 245, creating a moment that would echo through the annals of MMA history. Volkanovski, with his record of 26 wins and 2 losses, faced off against Holloway, boasting 25 wins and 7 losses. The anticipation was palpable, as fight fans around the world eagerly awaited the showdown. As the clock struck 3 on July 3, 2022, the co-main event of UFC 276 was underway. The featherweight division was about to witness a battle that would leave an indelible mark on the sport.
Job defensively.
They're talking to each other.
From the opening bell, it was evident that this was no ordinary fight. Volkanovski's precision striking and impeccable takedown defense were on full display. He met Holloway's aggressive onslaught with calculated finesse, turning aside each advance with a strategic prowess that set him apart. What truly distinguished Volkanovski was his adaptability. He read the fight's rhythm, understanding when to strike, when to defend, and when to counter.
Strategy. Although on paper, that's not a length of the legs, man.
Volkanovski just such a gamer to fight.
It was a display of not just physical prowess, but a masterclass in strategic acumen. The verdict was unanimous. Volkanovski emerged victorious in this first encounter. The judges, in alignment with the verdict community, awarded him every round. In the early stages, Volkanovski's effective use of leg kicks became a pivotal weapon, deterring Max's forward pressure. The 4th round was a razor-thin margin, with Volkanovski narrowly securing it. Despite Holloway landing more strikes in this round, the stats revealed a mere 1-strike difference. In the final round, Volkanovski's resolve sealed his triumph, securing all 5 rounds on the verdict scorecards. While Volkanovski may have a case for sweeping every round, Holloway's late surge hinted at the depth of his resilience. This initial encounter, though decisive, set the stage for what would become an epic rivalry. UFC 232 Volkanovski versus Mendes, a display of dominance. On December 30th, 2018, at UFC 232, the clash between Alexander Volkanovski and Chad Mendes was nothing short of spectacular.
Yeah, Volkanovski's got him pressed up against the cage now.
That's what I see.
From the first bell, Volkanovski displayed his dominance. He launched a high kick, a lightning-fast strike that Mendes managed to block. The intensity was palpable as they exchanged kicks, moving across the octagon with lightning speed. Yet, for the initial 3 minutes, both fighters held back, cautious with their fists. Then, Volkanovski surged forward in a flurry, but Mendes skillfully evaded and responded with a powerful uppercut. The exchange continued along the cage, blows landing with precision.
When I get away.
Look at that. He got right back up to his feet.
I'm holding him down to feel real comfortable, I believe.
Volkanovski unleashed a fierce right hand, skillfully countered by Mendes. As the round drew to a close, a wild exchange ensued, culminating in Mendes securing his first takedown.
Keep down here. He needs to get some air and to get his rhythm and his momentum.
Round 2 commenced with a glove touch, but Volkanovski, unyielding, pursued Mendes relentlessly. A crushing right hand from Mendes rocked Volkanovski, but the Australian fighter stood firm. Mendes pressed forward, unleashing a barrage of punishing strikes. In a remarkable turn, Volkanovski retaliated with a powerful left that momentarily halted Mendes's advance. Mendes, now more measured, initiated his second takedown attempt, successfully bringing Volkanovski to the canvas. However, Volkanovski's resilience shone through as he swiftly returned to his feet. The struggle continued, Mendes securing another takedown, only for Volkanovski to rise once more.
Was an issues. That was a shift. Fake the jab, came over.
Nice inside leg kick.
Beautiful combination.
Then came the defining moment. Volkanovski delivered a precise elbow to Mendes's temple, followed by a devastating hook to the midsection. Another forceful blow struck Mendes's forehead, sending him crumpling to the cage floor. It was a conclusion marked by sheer intensity and unyielding determination. Volkanovski's dominance was undeniable, solidifying his record at 6-0 within the octagon. This remarkable victory catapulted him into contention for the title in early 2019. UFC 251, Volkanovski vs. Holloway 2. The second fight between these two warriors created one of the most controversial scorecard debates in the history of the sport.
But as he did in the first fight, Volkanovski continues to attack the inside of that lead leg.
Although Max is the tall
Volkanovski claimed a split decision victory, but it was a fight that had everyone talking. Unlike their first encounter, Holloway stormed out of the gate, securing early knockdowns and convincingly winning rounds 1 and 2 on the verdict scorecards.
Oh, that's an amazing combination.
Round 3 was a turning point, with Volkanovski landing more strikes than Holloway, shifting the momentum.
A little shot from Holloway, and here's Volkanovski with a nice left. Good job. Tries to double it up, but Max just slips out the way.
While the verdict scorecards reflected the closeness of this round, all three judges awarded it to Volkanovski. Rounds 4 and 5 saw Volkanovski gain a clear advantage, a stark contrast to their first fight where Holloway dominated late. Volkanovski outlanded Holloway by 10 or more strikes in each of the last 3 rounds. The verdict scorecards favored Holloway due to the clarity of his early round victories, despite the later rounds being fiercely contested. However, it was Volkanovski who emerged victorious, with 2 of the 3 judges awarding him the final 3 rounds. It was a testament to Volkanovski's ability to adapt and control the latter part of the fight, even in the face of adversity.
Slipped that one, landed the left. The end of the fight, Holloway went for the takedown, but in the scramble, Volkanovski ended up...
UFC 276, Volkanovski vs. Holloway 3. The anticipation for their third bout was palpable.
UFC 4, get the Northern Scrappers update now on Xbox and PlayStation.
These fighters, having engaged in 2 technical battles in the past, promised another thrilling showdown. Volkanovski, the pound-for-pound #2 fighter globally, aimed to solidify his legacy as the greatest featherweight of all time. Holloway, on the other hand, had his back against the wall, knowing that another loss would likely end their rivalry and raise questions about his future in the UFC featherweight division. From the opening bell of UFC 276, Volkanovski showcased his confidence and dominance.
A bit of a problem trying to get Volkanovski.
In the first round, he established control with precise striking, landing clean and powerful shots. Holloway countered with some solid right hands towards the end of the round, but it was evident that Volkanovski had done the more significant work. The second round mirrored the first, with Volkanovski maintaining his striking advantage. He consistently tagged Holloway and appeared to be the quicker fighter.
Adjustment.
The determination of Volkanovski, he's really turned up the pressure the second half of this fight.
Numbers very close across the board.
Despite Holloway's efforts to press forward and mount an offensive, Volkanovski's defense was impenetrable. By the halfway point, Volkanovski had opened a cut above Holloway's left eye, a testament to his striking prowess. As the fight progressed, Volkanovski continued to dominate, with Holloway unable to find a breakthrough. Volkanovski's defense remained rock solid, frustrating Holloway's relentless advances. The Australian champion picked his shots meticulously, delivering a punishing performance over 25 minutes.
And honestly, you only can have this type of night.
The unanimous decision victory for Volkanovski marked his 22nd consecutive win, an impressive streak that includes a perfect 12-0 record in the UFC. With 3 wins over Holloway, as well as victories against Jose Aldo, Chad Mendes, Brian Ortega, and Chan Sung Jung, Volkanovski has solidified his claim as one of the greatest featherweights in the history of the sport. In contrast, Holloway's quest to reclaim the featherweight title faced its 3rd setback against Volkanovski. Despite his efforts to regain the belt, he remains 0-3 in fights against the Australian champion. Holloway's journey in the featherweight division is now at a crossroads, with uncertainty surrounding his future. But beyond the technical prowess, what truly sets Volkanovski apart is his unwavering mental fortitude. In the face of adversity, he remains composed, making critical decisions that secure his triumphs and underline his status as one of the UFC's elite. What aspects of Alex Volkanovski's fighting style and strategy do you find most impressive or distinctive? Let's know your response in the comments section. Thanks for watching.